Alright, so I'm pretty sure we're live now. If you can see us, let us know in the chat.
There's a slight delay too. So,
there is.
Yeah.
So we're not expecting answers right away. But we're here. Welcome, officially. Welcome to another episode of Odd Shaped Panel. Tonight we're going to be talking about all of the lovely ladies in pop culture. We got a few behind us for Game of Thrones. I knocked my laptop, but we got a few up here too. Show off all the toys. We're gonna do things a little differently. We usually answer the questions alongside of everybody, but since we don't have the 15 minutes to kill with videos and stuff anymore, and also it's hard for me to find our answers when I edit. We're gonna open and talk about what's going on, what we like and why. And then we'll open up the questions to everybody, if that's cool with everybody.
Let you guys know in the beginning, we're going to have Morgan hop the line because he is across the pond, and due to time zones, it is very late over there for him right now. So we're going to let him come in and do all 4 questions, and then we're going to resume with our second question, and then we'll have the first caller come in and do the first 2 questions. And then, we'll close the first 2 questions and everyone will do the second.
We're going to do the first 2 questions because it's going in rounds.
Do one, and then Morgan's going to come in and do all these questions, and then we'll do the second one.
Okay.
We'll call people in for the first 2. Cool. So right now on the list, I have Morgan, then Cal, and Joe and Ashley. If anyone else comes in, just let me know in the chat so I can put you on the list.
Yep, and or odd-shaped panel. Or direct message us. That's the easiest way because that's what I have open right now. And I have Raul's. He must be around because he just messaged me his info.
Yay! Awesome.
So yeah, just you may have sent it to me before. I'm sorry, I lost the list. So if you can, I know I'm horrible. If you can send me a direct message, or if you don't care of it being in the chat, that's up to you.
Also, tonight we're going to be selecting a winner for the Ladies of Tough Box with our lovely sponsors, Janine at G9 Design, Ashley at BFF, and Jalen Paper Co. And am I forgetting anyone else? Us.
Yeah.
So we're going to announce that tonight. And I guess let's start off with the first question.
Cool.
H. Weird asked, what female comic book character should get her own movie or TV show?
Well, I already know what your answer is. And,
yes, I'm going to pick Batwoman, and there are lots of reasons why I want to pick her, but before I say that, I do want to give a shout out. If any of you guys saw the picture that I put up with that, it actually has a really beautiful picture of a lady cosplaying as Batwoman. And that is actually a friend of mine, Kaylee, and she happens to be a pretty famous cosplayer. And funny enough, I chose her picture because when I went to Google Batwoman to find a neat picture of Batwoman, she showed up on the first page. So shout out to Kaylee. We'll probably pop her picture in here somewhere.
Yeah, and if you haven't read the recent comic book runs, beautiful art. Sorry, the cat's being bad, so I have to spray it with water.
Anyway, Batwoman is awesome. She's a really different type of character. She's gay, she's badass, and like he was saying, the artwork is amazing for Batwoman. Her costume is female hero costume, in my opinion.
I like the black and red motif when it comes to the Bat family. Nightwing had it for a little bit, but Batwoman has always pulled it off really well.
Yeah, it's almost like a Batman Beyond, but...
Yeah, but female, the red, and it's kind of, you have the red hair too, which is kind of like a nod to Batgirl with Barbara Gordon's hair being out, but it is like...
She's awesome. She's definitely my pick. I think you could have a really cool tone for her, and definitely have like a different type of female character in the lead being Kick-Ass.
You mentioned her in the MCU episode, which has finished. It is exporting as we speak. It's almost done, and it will be in Jack's inbox probably by tonight. So look out for that probably tomorrow. The MCU episode highlights of OSP. Sorry, I was reflecting back on Blab for a second. But I was thinking about Squirrel Girl. Doesn't know Squirrel Girl she has like squirrel-based powers, but she's definitely true to herself. She knows who she is. You know what I mean? There's no illusions about the character. She knows she's goofy. She knows she doesn't know everything about the world. She's like the Avengers babysitter for a while. And I would have the actress who plays Kimmy Schmidt, Ellie Kemper.
Yeah.
I feel like would be perfect for that. And she already has ties to Netflix, so we can make that a fun little Netflix
and
show.
she's super funny too.
Yes.
Like I think that she could really nail like the comedic.
Yeah,
factor.
because there's like an innocence to Squirrel Girl, and Kimmy Schmidt has that innocence too, even
For
though
sure.
it's kind of warped. But I feel like Squirrel Girl is a little warped too. Plus squirrels, we get to see a lot of squirrels.
Of course. I guess we should get Morgan on here if
Yeah.
you want to get.
Yep, I will call him in. I'll
And
pretend to do it later.
Bear with us because again we're still adjusting since the loss of Blab. This should go a little more smoothly than last time.
Yeah, and I'm gonna leave. Do you want to turn that fan off real quick this
Yes.
way? Because I feel like that's gonna pick up the entire time. Okay, me. I feel like I'm an old person doing something like.
Yeah.
How are these kids doing YouTube? The kids.
Mavis, why are you?
Yeah, at least wait for Ashley's cat to get on here before you go nuts. We found like 2 of her favorite toys today, and she's
She
totally
just wants to play fetch.
invite. All right, Morgan, there should be a invite on your way.
Ashley and Joe are blaming their cat for being a bad influence. on Mavis.
Looking at the chat, talking about Joe at Drake Messers said that Dr. Doom would hate a Squirrel Girl show, which if you haven't read that comic where it's Squirrel Girl versus Dr. Doom, it's a fun one for sure. There we go.
Hey.
Hey, Morgan. Can you hear us? Oh, you're very soft. We can barely hear you. Let me see if I can play around with this.
Maybe try it without his headphones and see if sometimes that messes with people.
Yeah, if you want to try it without your headphones, Morgan. There's also an audio thing here.
It should be on though because it says.
Here we go. Let me see if I can just increase this. You mind giving us a talk real quick, Morgan?
Yeah, I just took my headphones out. You know, I don't know. It was like this the other day on a hangout, and I seem to come out quite quiet. I don't know why this is.
Yeah, Morgan, I can't even hear anything you're saying. No. Why? I don't know why I'm having all these audio issues. I don't know if you heard us. Did you want to try it without your mic, or do you need that to do it? Or with your without your headphones?
Yeah, I've got my headphones out, but.
Oh, they're not even in.
Mm.
No.
Huh. Weird. Here, let me try to call you back. We'll try one more time, and then if not, we'll try again next time, I guess. Super bummer. But here, let me try to call you back, and let's see if it, like...
Who would be a good Batwoman? That's hard.
Who would be a good Batwoman? I don't know.
I mean, ideally, I would go Scarlett Johansson, but she's already spoken for in the comic books world, but something to that effect.
For sure.
Someone curvaceous who wears red hair well. Who is sultry but not overly sexualized would be my preference. Sorry everyone, we're trying to get this to work. We really want Morgan to get in here because every time he tries to come on, we have technical difficulties and he stays up very late to try to get on.
If you follow us on Twitter and you saw someone wearing our T-shirt at the Coliseum, that was Morgan. So.
I'm gonna play the chat and see that.
Sure. There we go.
Is that better?
Oh, much better.
Much better.
Is that better?
My phone now.
And are you on a phone?
Yeah.
Could you hold it sideways, possibly? Will it? Yeah. Cool.
Okay. This is going to be awkward for my arm, but okay, we can do this.
You need one of those. I hate those things.
Yeah. Well, not even that. I just need like a tripod with a phone thing on. Anyway, this should be fine.
We know you're on a timetable, so.
Real quick, Joe says Christina Hendricks, question mark. I like Christina Hendricks. I would not be opposed to that at all. I would favor her more as Poison Ivy, personally, but I do like Christina Hendricks. Let's ask Morgan these questions. I know it's late. So, Austin, our buddy, asked, what female comic book character should get her own movie or TV show?
See, this one, I thought it was a bit difficult for me because I've never been huge into comics. Like, growing up, I was never reading, like, my first experience with most comic book characters was, you know, films or TV. So I went for, like, I was going to say Harley Quinn, but we all know that that's actually going to happen soon. She is getting her own film with Margot Robbie. Sorry, my arm is really twitching. It's going to change.
You're good.
But yeah, I then thought, because like I really like the X-Men, so I thought Storm would deserve her own sort of film or TV show, because I feel like she's always been underdeveloped in the films. You know, like, as good as Halle Berry is, and we all love her and all that, she never really did anything that I now know her to have done from the comics. Like, she was a great leader of the X-Men in the early days, and we never really saw that. So that is what I'd like to see, really, as far as a female superhero.
Well, that would be, I think, really interesting, because they kind of glimpsed on it in Age of Apocalypse, but not really, because she was a thief or whatever like that, but she was elevated to like goddess status. Like, people worshipped her. And what a cool setting for. I feel like the early years for Storm would be really interesting, because like Apocalypse kind of ruined like her like.
Yeah,
we didn't have white hair until Apocalypse came by, like, who's setting, and then we can get like Shadow King, who is a crazy telepath, like.
Yeah, I mean, I've just said, even in Apocalypse, I think Storm was wildly underdeveloped, even though she did have that sort of little bit of backstory. We saw.
Yeah,
that could be said for a lot of the characters.
Yeah.
She's a particularly awesome
Yes.
who hasn't really gotten like her spotlight in the movies. I think that's a great choice.
Yeah.
Great.
Awesome. All right, so as I said before, we're gonna have Morgan go ahead and do all 4 questions, so you guys are gonna get to hear them again. So you have a minute to think about it.
Okay.
Our second question was sent to us by Cal, the Kingslayer, and I know he's in the chat there. He asked, female lead has the best story arc?
I'm not going to give a very well-known answer for this one. I'm going to delve into cinematic. I'm going to Spanish films. I'm going to legendary Spanish director Pedro Almodovar, and I'm going with Penelope Cruz's character in Volver from 2006. Who I studied this film for a year in college, so it's really ingrained into my mind, and it showed me different sort of kind of female empowerment in a film. You know, like we used to see in action heroines. This was more real life. This was more genuine, I felt. And yeah, I mean, her character is called Raymunda, or with a Spanish accent, but I'm not going to even try and attempt to do that.
We'll have Raul say it.
Raymunda. That sounded. Cut that out. That was terrible. But yeah, she has had sort of a rough few years in the past from when we first meet her in the film. Her mother, who she never had a great relationship with, had been gone for the past sort of 4 years or so. She was working like 3 jobs just to make ends meet, and then through circumstances which I won't go in, because if you want to watch the film, then I'm not going to spoil anything. But she becomes a successful business owner. She ends up reconnecting with her past, sort of past horrors almost. She ends up making, I don't know the word. She ends up sort of like making up for them, I want to say. But yeah, she's a really strong female character. It's a really empowering film, and no, I bet you didn't think this one would be a choice, did you?
No.
But yeah, I mean, I'm a big Almodovar fan, and I mean, he's known for writing fantastic female characters. He's probably the best in the world at doing that on film. But I think Volver is his best film, and I think Raymunda is the absolute epitome of Almodovar's female empowerment.
Awesome. Very cool.
A unique answer. I think you're just trying to make the editing process harder for me, but I'm up to the challenge.
I thought I'd inject a bit of nice foreign film knowledge.
He's classing the place up.
It's welcome. It's welcome. We need it.
Or not.
All right. So question 3 was sent to us by Ashley of BFF on the Tough channel at that _ Mrs. Davis. Who is the best action heroine of TV or film?
I think I'm going to take pretty much everyone's answer, and I think they're going to hate me in the chat for it, because I'm just going to say Ripley, because it is the correct answer, because no other female action hero can come anywhere near close to Ripley. I mean, there's a few, but she is just the absolute archetype of female action heroine. Sigourney Weaver is just, perfect as that character. She has become the go-to. Well, in that time anyway, she was like you looked at Sigourney Weaver and you thought, there is an action star, whereas it was usually all surrounded by the men. And I remember a poll in Total Film magazine here in the UK ranked Ripley as the #1 action hero, and that's above Indiana Jones, that's above Bond, that's above all those people. And I just thought that was cool.
Yeah, that's super
for
awesome.
sure.
Yeah, there's no denying that she's amazing, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to talk about her tonight.
Like, I was considering that being my answer, but I had a feeling that was going to be a lot of people's answer, so I had to...
Yeah, she was getting love on Twitter when I posted that question, for sure.
She's, like, automatic. Like, you think about it right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, we got one more question from Morgan tonight, and then we'll let him go to sleep. And thank you again so much for staying up and calling in.
Yeah.
This is just a question that I thought was a good one that no one sent in. So I asked, which female character do you think is the best role model?
This was an interesting one. Like, I was really this was the one that I was like really thinking the most about, because I couldn't come up with an answer straight away. I mean, there's loads, not just for like young girls, but for young people in general. But then I decided to go for a fan favourite answer, and a much less serious answer than my one for number 2. Rey from Star Wars is a great role model to young girls. You know, not only is she the most badass female in film currently, you know, everyone cosplays as her, you know, from all ages. Young girls are watching Star Wars thinking, I want to be her. And that's just great. That's what you want from a role model, isn't it?
Yeah, she was definitely also my choice. Being a lady, of course, I would have given anything to grow up with a role model like Rey. When I was in the movie theater watching that movie for the first time, like, I had tears in my eyes for a lot of reasons. One, there was puppets that got me going instantly crying. It feels like a Star Wars movie. 2, of course, the amazing score. Who's not gonna like get a little weepy if they're emotional about Star Wars in any way, which I definitely am. This amazing female character introduced who totally can do anything as well as all the dudes in the movie. She's totally not a damsel in distress, almost like John Boyega's character. Finn is almost more of a damsel in distress in the situation than Rey is so awesome and inspiring. Like, it's so cool that these little girls are growing up and you have like 5-year-old kids dressed like Rey. It means so much. Like, there are no words really to express like how big of a deal it is that she's the lead in this set of Star Wars movies. It's amazing. And they have an awesome female lead going in Rogue One as well.
Yeah, so I mean, hopefully she's going to be great, just as great as Rey. But I mean, yeah, you look at the new trilogy of Star Wars films, Rey is the hero of those films, or we think she will be. Who knows what's going to go on in episodes.
She's certainly the focus of the films, and again, like, totally a self-reliant, independent, and effortlessly beautiful. Like, I love her. She's a great character, and I'm so excited to see the next 2 movies with her.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I mean, you know, that's not just you, that's me, that's everyone, you know, all those little girls looking up to Rey, they're so excited to see what's going to happen with her in episodes 8 and 9, and you can tell that, and that is the sign of someone that people love and a great role model.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think there's multiple scenes that can sum up like her character like in like one shot, and I think one of them is when she's offered so much food for R2, or I'm sorry, BB-8.
Saying the same in the chat.
Exactly. I'm gonna read what Janine said. Janine in the chat said, starving but still wouldn't give up the BB-8 for more food. Independent, kind, Rey is a great choice. That's exactly the point.
And badass. Let's not forget that, like, Kylo Ren has all this training and stuff, but, like, she was just from being around Kylo Ren, like, picking up all these new abilities, like, through osmosis. Like, she sees him doing it, and she grows stronger from it. Like, nothing is cooler than that. Like, Rey is awesome. She's arguably the coolest character in maybe all of Star Wars, you know? I love her.
Yeah, I mean, she might even become, the most powerful Force user, you know, the galaxy's ever seen, which again is a great thing to happen. But then, like you mentioned, or Janine mentioned on when she was on Jakku and with all the food rations and all that, she's a survivalist as well. You know, she doesn't need people around her to, you know, keep her sane, keep her living. She can do it all on her own, and I think that is a great thing to look up to.
Absolutely. She's awesome. All right, Morgan, that's all the questions for tonight. Thank you so much for staying up past your bedtime.
Did you want to do a quick plug for the Horror House podcast?
Okay, I will. I'll be, yeah. Yes, I have been doing a horror podcast for a few months now. I've done 7 episodes. Tom was on the last episode, and Kimber was on episode 4. So if that's an incentive to go and watch it, perfect. Yeah, you can find it on the Purple Dawn YouTube channel, or there's a Horror House YouTube playlist. But the easiest place to get it would to be follow Horror House Pod at Horror House Pod on Twitter, and you'll find all the episodes in a link on there.
Yeah, and if you have no idea what Morgan's talking about, there should be in one of these corners a little gray icon that you can click, and there's a link right to his channel right there. So check it out and give them a listen. They're fun, and they're fun to do. So if you like horror, maybe you should get in contact with this guy over here at the Purple Dawn.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always happy to receive, you know, any requests for being on. I'm always looking for any new guests from our friend group from, you know, Expanded. I'd love to have anyone on who's willing to talk for an hour about good horror.
You have to get Ashley and Joe for a Hellraiser episode sometime. That'd be awesome. I would definitely watch that.
Yeah.
All right, Morgan.
About Hellraiser for quite a while now. So.
Yeah, I know they're really into the Hellraiser franchise. You should definitely get in touch with those guys. That'd be awesome.
Sure. All right, Morgan. Well, thanks, like always, for coming by.
Thank you.
You're great.
All right, we'll see you soon, Morgan. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
That's the noise I make when I eject someone.
All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to read the second question again, and
You're going to answer them?
I'm going to have us give our answers, because I think I already answered my one with Morgan, but that's the last question. So
yeah.
I'm going to read the question again, and then we're both going to give our answers for the second question, and then we're going to have Cal call in. And at this rate, there's not that many people here.
Well, you have Raul written down too, right?
Is Raul in the room right now?
He sent me his thing, so he might not be talking in the chat, but I think he's
coming around tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might just have people do you want to have
maybe
all 4 because it's kind of small tonight?
Okay, so then we'll just go over the next 4 or 3.
Is that what you want to do, all of our questions?
Yeah,
right now?
this way I can.
Okay, so the second question is, Cal asked, what female lead has the best story arc?
I'm gonna go with Jessica Jones because she has superpowers, and other than that, she's kind of a normal person who's going through common issues, unfortunately. But it's a tale of redemption. For herself, she I think overcomes most of her demons. She gets, I wouldn't say revenge, but she definitely gets justice, which most people don't end up getting that, so it's nice to see. Morgan agreed with me on Jessica Jones.
Yeah, and I think her story is really important because unfortunately, abuse is something that a lot of women deal with, and it's nice to see it handled so nicely in the comic book world, and in like TV in general, to have it be, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Like it really like struck a chord with me.
Portrayed in a serious tone. Like they didn't make a light of the situation. In fact, like it kind of set the whole tone for the show.
Like it was kind of metaphorical because he has superpowers, and like mind control and stuff is obviously like a metaphor for him controlling her in the relationship. But it was also like super real. Like it felt really honest for people dealing with that type of situation.
And I remember, David Tennant did an amazing job as the adversary in that show. But you made a good point, because I remember we talked about it a lot when we first watched it, and Jessica Jones straight up goes to him and goes, "No, you raped me," and he gets disgusted at the word because he doesn't think what he's doing is that bad, and so like there's this like you feel like this weird sense of like you feel bad for him, even though he's
just complicated because his power is such that he doesn't understand like where the line blurs to someone just listening to him or someone doing what he's asking and them doing it because of his power. So he's just like a complex character, handled beautifully and brilliantly acted by David Tennant, and the show was just super good.
Yes, and I'm excited for seeing her in the future.
For sure. So,
and you picked Rey from Star Wars.
No.
No? Oh, wait.
This is the best story arc one. You skipped to the last one.
Yeah, well, she fits every category.
I'm also going to pick somebody who definitely started out as an abused character, and I'm going to go with Daenerys Targaryen from Game of Thrones. Dany definitely, she's in the beginning of the story where we started, at least, she's basically spent her whole life exiled, being semi-molested by her creepy brother, and gets sold to a warlord who she doesn't know for marriage, to make a deal for her shitty brother to try to get a crown, which he does.
Gets it.
He gets a crown.
He gets it good.
But yeah, so Dany starts out like that, and through her story she ends up freeing slaves and conquering different lands, and now basically she's headed to go take the kingdom that is her birthright with a big ass fleet and 3 very large and terrifying dragons behind her, as well as an army of the most badass eunuchs that money could buy, and
you're not wrong.
And what else? What, a fleet of Ironborn? Like, she's got a serious army at this point, and she pretty much took it all herself with fire and blood, and earning loyalty by being also like really fair and kind at the same time as being powerful and coming off regal like a queen. Like, she, unlike her brother, inspires people to follow her.
Think about this too. She just got, well, this is your 5-second spoilers warning if you care about the new season of well, no, don't, you saw it. So she leaves with the Dornish and the Tyrells. She has all those Dornish horses now, so her cavalry is going to be beast. If you think about just the troops she's amassing, like the collections of stuff that you could put together, like she is going to wreck stuff. Mm-hmm. She's going, like, she may have said she's going to break the wheel. I don't think there's going to be a spoke left if that's the case. Like, watch out.
Yeah, and everyone knows I want her to go Mad Queen, and if she did go Mad Queen, then it would only please me more to see her go the unexpected route and have Martin take somebody and set them up as a hero the whole time just to have them become the villain. It would be awesome. Did you want to do the next one? You were talking about doing
let's do all of them this way.
Okay, so the third question is... Ashley at _Mrs. Davis asked, who is the best action heroine of TV or film?
I am going to say, and I don't know where Candace is, but maybe I'll summon her with this answer. Buffy Summers. Whether you like the film or you like the television series or you like both, it's definitely... all right, so for the movie, the character alone has to deal with the wackiest of situations, but at the same time, like, if I was there, I probably would have died. Like, it's cool, like, and I like the beginning where, like, she, like, has that birthmark Like, but it's a totally new world. So like, there's this defining birthmark like that the Slayer would have, and so like the Watcher comes up. I think it was Keith or Sutherland. Wait, who's playing him?
That's Donald Sutherland.
Donald Sutherland. Sorry. And like goes and like looks for the mole or whatever, and she had it removed because it's very like Valley Girl, and like it definitely fits the setting. Whereas the show, I feel like it shows a lot more of her growth and the growth of the characters around her. I think that's very important too, because how she affects the people around her and how they affect her says a lot. And I love the Scooby Gang, and I miss Oz and Xander.
All right, so my choice for best action heroine is going to be River Song from Doctor Who. River's an awesome, badass archaeologist / time traveler. She's pretty much the only woman who can put the Doctor in line, and it has him there basically when she snaps her finger. She's got an awesome catchphrase, "Hello, sweetie." Love her. Not to mention, like, Alex Kingston is 50, and she is hotter than I will ever be. She's so beautiful and so stylish and amazing. I love River Song. She's like pretty much like the only like gunslinger type character in the cast. Like, she's the one who's most likely to pull a gun on you out of all of them, which is such like a contrast to her husband, spoiler alert, the Doctor, who doesn't even carry a weapon. He carries a tool, a sonic screwdriver.
And talk about complicated stories. Like it defies time and space. Like her story, like it doesn't have a linear like progression. Like,
no, but it's really awesome. Their story is actually based on the time traveler's wife, and I don't know. I don't want to talk too much about it if you haven't seen it, because it really does. She's like a character who managed to be mysterious and have stuff about her story unfold right in front of you. And as you learned more information, it didn't kill her character. It made her more interesting, which I think was awesome. And it's super hard to do, and they really nailed it. Season 6, which is basically the River Song season of Doctor Who, is by far my favorite. I think that's some of the best writing that Stephen Moffat ever did, and definitely a super cool action female character. So that's my choice.
I agree.
All right, so the last question is the one I already answered. So,
do I get an answer? Oh no! Sorry, 1 second.
Sorry. Okay, so our last question is, what female character do you think is the best role model?
I think it is Professor Umbridge from. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I struggle with this one because it's kind of like, I feel like a female role model should be definitely a strong role model for females as well as everyone else, but I feel like it's also really important to be a good role model for females.
Yeah.
So I don't know if my answer is correct.
I'll let you know.
Oh, goody. I was gonna say the woman from Sherlock, and only because she takes complete control of any situation she's in. Like, she never lets herself be hurt because at least she tries not to let herself be hurt, because she always tries to take complete control of the situation.
You're talking about Irene Adler?
I am talking about Irene Adler. I don't know. Am I wrong? I think, what do you think about that answer?
I love Irene Adler. I love particularly the way that she was portrayed on Sherlock. She takes a dude who's basically asexual and has him thinking about her nonstop, and for like a sexy dominatrix, mind control-y, kind of mildly sadistic character like her, that's probably the goal. I think she would love that, and does love and savor that she gets under Sherlock's skin,
Yeah.
particularly when she seems to be the only one who's able to do that in that way.
And she's also like blatantly honest too. You know what I mean? Like, where like she's secretive, at the same time she'll let you know, she doesn't care about letting you know how she feels, which I feel is very important.
She's also a sexy character that's on her own terms.
Exactly. That's what I meant. You know what I mean? Like, she didn't let anyone else objectify her. She put herself there
Yeah, I
You know what I
love
mean?
the bit with like the combo. Like
Yes,
she's
the-
like, I already told you the combo, and it ends up being her measurements, and
Yeah.
Sherlock figures it out, and that her password ends up like being Sherlocked on her phone. I love that. I think they're great pairing of characters, playing perfectly off each other's portrayals of said characters, and I think that's a really good choice.
Thank you.
Ashley agrees. Irene is so glorious.
Yeah, I hope she comes back for a few, but that's going to be in like 7 years. So.
Yeah, that's the last season.
Oh, this one, next one's
Yeah.
left. Oh no, I brought up the sore subject. All right, so we're gonna open things back up. I'm going to look at. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's Justin again. One of our dungeon masters is trying to get in contact with us, but right now is not the time, Justin. We do not have time for your roles. All right, so let me just pull up Cal. So here's his number. So call him maybe.
Shout out Billy's computer.
Yeah, Billy's computer exploded. I don't know if he's able to watch this, but I feel like our hearts will go on with Billy. We should listen to a Celine Dion song in tribute. Every time I miss Billy, I look at old episodes of OSP on Tough Channel on YouTube. Remember that time he did the independence speech? That was last time on the last episode. You can find that. We'll probably put a link in the description. Bill, and you hear me. I miss you. What happened to that beard you were growing? Cal, where are you, man? I sent it, dude. I sent you the invite. Whatever you did last time to get it, do it that time. This cat's messing with your notebook.
Is she?
She just knocked it to the ground. She doesn't care at all about our show. We're gonna just put you on the street now.
No.
Because if you don't care about us,
I love Mavis.
you see this look she just gave? Look at these ears.
She wants the pen too.
Thanks to the 4 viewers who are watching this right now. We appreciate you. It's also Labor Day weekend, so we really do appreciate you. You could be at barbecues. I'm sure Cal could be at a barbecue right now, wearing our t-shirt. I still don't. I guess maybe I'll try to send Cal another. Maybe I mistyped his email. Maybe I did that. Let's see here.
At least we got Morgan in finally.
Yeah. You know, I think we could just end the show here. Well, he might just be waiting for us to call. He might not be watching live. He might be, because he did put his stuff in Anchor. Yeah, so I did send you an invitation, Cal, I promise. Well, in that, we'll do the giveaway after Joe and Ash, is that what you're saying? And we're going to do all 4 with everybody? Now that we've kind of set that trend.
It's so slim tonight.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh, here we go. Here's Cal.
Nice.
Dan.
You can read my chicken scratch.
Hello, Cal.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I only see your picture, though. Is that what you want? Can everybody see Cal, or do they only see his icon when he talks?
How do I put that back on?
Okay, Austin's going to be late, so we'll just have him last. Sorry, I'm just trying to see if they can only icon. Huh.
How do I switch? Wait. Better?
I don't know. Oh, there you are.
Alright. I
That
don't know
is
why
some you got there.
I don't know why you got to turn on the camera every time. It's weird.
Yeah, that is weird. How's it going? Long
Not
time no
bad.
see, Cal.
What's going on?
Not much. Just celebrating the women of pop culture.
Yes,
You know,
we are.
like. So I'm gonna ask you a few questions here.
Alright, I'm ready.
Our buddy Austin, who just told us he's gonna be a little late. That's all right. We'll wait for him. At HWeird1 asked, what female comic book character should get her own comic book TV show or movie?
I wasn't really sure about this because I don't know many female comic book characters besides like like Catwoman and all those people who already have their own movies and stuff. But I went and looked up a bunch. I thought maybe Gamora would be a good one, and I know she's in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, but I think she's a really good backstory and how she was like raised by Thanos and all that. So I think that would be a good movie to have, maybe like a backstory for her.
Yeah, that would be very interesting. I also would not be against a good Catwoman movie. I mean, I know those are some stilettos to fill that Michelle Pfeiffer left behind, but one's kind of garbage, and we kind of just need a reset button. So I'd be welcome to a new Catwoman movie for sure. But a Gamora solo movie, I could definitely get into that, and we can see Nebula a bit more. I really like.
Karen Gillan.
Karen Gillan, I almost called her Lupin because there is no difference to me. Same person.
I like her too. She's super pretty.
Yeah, so that'd be really cool. And I don't know, maybe we get to see Ronan do more space lawyer stuff.
And Thanos. I can never get enough of Thanos, so that'd be cool.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited. I'm excited for you to see the MCU episode we're about to put out because Thanos is literally side by side with you doing that. So you're gonna love it. But all right. So the second question.
You asked, what female lead has the best story arc?
All right. I was gonna choose a Game of Thrones one, but I mean, it's kind of obvious for me, so I was gonna go with. I tried to use answers that no one would use, and I chose Tatiana. Let's see, it's more than one character, but it's Tatiana Maslany's all her characters that she plays on Orphan Black, because it's just there's so many stories that are intertwined there, and she does a great job of acting out all those people because I don't know if anybody watches that show, but she plays several clones. And they all have different personalities and different backstories and all that, and they all intertwine in a way. So I think she's fantastic at that, and I think she got an Emmy last year, or she definitely deserves an Emmy for her role, her acting through that. So it's too complicated to mention all the different story arcs she has, but the main woman, she sees a girl commit suicide, and she looks just like her, and she picks up her bag and sees that this person is exactly me, and she goes and tries to uncover the mystery behind it and finds a bigger web underneath that and finds several more clones of herself, and they all each have their own backstory. It's great. You should check it out. It's a pretty good show.
It's funny because I watched the first episode, so all that I've seen is like the part you just said.
Yeah, but it's a good show. It gets a little crazy after a while, but some of the characters are hilarious. Like there's one clone that's just like a housewife and she's like hilarious, and then there's like one that's an assassin who ends up becoming funny and stuff like that. So it's a good show. It should probably come to an end soon, I hope. But it's a good story. But if I had to choose like pure story arc, I'd have to say another person who's right behind you right now, which is Sansa Stark. Stuff I read near and dear to me is Game of Thrones, as you guys know. And just seeing her, she was this character that none of us really liked at first, because she's like that annoying girl who just loved any guy who gave her attention kind of thing. Like when she saw Joffrey, he's like, oh, he's so handsome. And then he had that funny line where she's like, her father's like, you should, one day you'll find a guy who's brave and strong and who will love you. He goes, she's like, I don't want that. I want Joffrey, and see how immature and childish she was and all that. And then she finally, then she unfortunately learned the true nature of Joffrey and how her life got ruined during that period. And then even when she got rid of Joffrey in a way with her being married, him being married off to Marjorie, it still didn't end for her because she had to stay there and she was forced to marry Tyrion, and her life just got worse. And then finally she got away, and he thought it would get better for her. But then this whole arc that happened with her sister, her aunt Lysa, and and Baelish, Littlefinger. Then he plots to get her with Bolton, and you know how Ramsay was with her and all that, and then eventually to where she is now. And she's, you know, she's kind of a character that grows on you, and how she you know, made her new sigil and all that for the house kind of thing, and you know, she helped John, and now it's interesting to see where she goes from here. So I mean, that's a really good story as well. So I couldn't really choose between the two.
Yeah, Sansa is definitely one of the characters. As you know, I'm currently reading the books. I'm almost done with the third one, Storm of Swords. But she's definitely one of the characters who, as I read the books, I appreciate the performance that the actress is giving even more, because Sansa is a character that has a lot going on inside of her head that she doesn't talk to people about. Like, she's surrounded, particularly in the first 3 books, like, she's surrounded by people who she doesn't trust, who murder her family, and she doesn't particularly like. And even though she handles herself with complete courtesy, as she's been trained to do her entire life, being, like, a highborn lady, she has, like, a lot of dark thoughts in her head. And when you read it, like, you can see that she's giving that in her performance. But you can't truly appreciate it until you're getting the inner monologue that they give you in the book.
Right.
So I appreciate her more as I'm reading the books.
Yeah, don't let me interrupt you. I think she's great.
And she's hot. Gotta mention that.
She's a little young, but yes.
A little young. What? She's like 20. What's her actress, like 20?
Yeah, well, I've also seen her grow up and go through horrible things, so I have no interest in that.
Yeah.
Even if she's 20, I'm 30, she's young. So the third question is at _Miss Davis asked, who is the best action heroine of TV or film?
All right, so I mean, I was gonna say something, and I know Candace would say it, and Tom already said it was Buffy, because like I love the Buffy series. But I want to do an answer that probably no one would have chose, and that's Mila Jovovich's character and portrayal of Alice from the Resident Evil series. I think seeing her as a kind of like, she started out as like a damsel in distress, but then, you know, that switch flipped. I don't know if you guys seen the movies, but that switch flips, and she becomes a total badass for the rest of like the series, and then she gets like superpowers and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, I really liked her character. You know, she's just really cool. Like, I always liked her as an actress as well. But just seeing the Resident Evil story come to life, I know it doesn't really follow any of the comics as much, but I mean the games as much, but just seeing that is so fun to watch, and I like how she portrays her, and she has all cool stunts in her.
I think it was obvious that Resident Evil was, while trying to pay homage to the video games, was definitely like, look, this is a story that is not covered by the games. Like, we are going to go keep it in the universe, but do it outside. So I think it's kind of smart that they had her pick, like, do a new character. And I think she did very good. I don't think the movies are very good, but I think her performances throughout I like her.
Yeah, I mean, she's just a badass character that just like kicks mad ass, man. That's why I like her.
I mean, she's just a badass actress.
Yeah.
Multipass?
Leela Dennis?
She's so cute in that movie. I like that
And
performance a lot.
badass.
Yeah,
Yeah. She does a great job in a lot of her movies.
for sure. All right, so last question. What female character do you think is the best role model?
I'd probably have to go with Hermione Granger, because, you know, she's smart and she's just so tenacious. Like, you know, she'll try to find a solution to any problems and not give up. She's extremely loyal to her friends, like to a fault, even to the point where she erases her parents' memory just to stay with Harry and Ron to help them, you know, end this problem that they're having, you know, with Voldemort and all that. And just, you know, she just doesn't give up. And you know, that's the true friend right there. So you can't fault her for that. Just to have the loyalty, the intelligence, and the camaraderie. I wouldn't, you know.
It's also badassery. She punched Draco right in the face. Awesome.
Well, okay, hold on. I think anyone can punch Draco in the face. I don't think you have to.
But who else did? She just went up and did it. She saw an opportunity. She took it. My girl.
Yeah, I guess she didn't go the ferret route, so.
Did you guys read the new book or no?
I heard Slytherin, and I still want to see Draco get punched in the face.
Jared Leto of the Harry Potter universe. Oh my god. All right. Is that all of them?
Yeah, that's all of them.
Well, thanks, Cal.
Awesome choices.
And thanks for wearing that sweet T-shirt.
Oh yeah, I wore this down the shore today. Unfortunately, nobody asked me about it, but hey, I still wore it on the shore. So.
You need a megaphone, and then you can just yell at people. If you saw the video game episode with the Pac-Man guy, do that. But you stand at the shore. Watch right battle.
Oh, Janine, real quick in the chat, is saying that she realized that Hermione's mom is Catelyn Stark. Catelyn Stark is everyone's mom, okay?
Michelle Farley, right? So.
She is also Nathan's mom in Misfits, which is one of my favorite shows. Like, she always pops up as everybody's mom. I've noticed that ever since I watched Game of Thrones.
She's a good mom. Or she's an okay mom.
She's always good casting, too. Like, she looks perfect to be the kids' parents in Game of Thrones, and then she looks perfect as Nathan's mom, too. Like, I really
And I can see her as Hermione's mom also.
What if she was Hermione's mom, and then she got mind wiped, and then she became Nathan's mom? They put her to a new foster family, and that's what happened. How she became Nathan's mom.
She's so unsettled.
We just need to keep tinfoil hats off to the side. We could just put them on.
I'll do it. I'll buy I'll scrape some pennies together and get some tinfoil.
Nice.
We're gonna start a Kickstarter. Well, but yeah, real quick, while you're on, because you're wearing the T-shirt, if you like the shirt, you can check out Janine's page for the Tough channel. She does all the graphic design for us. Well, most of the graphic design for us, and has a store up there. And Cal is wearing that sweet shirt.
We'll put the link up in this area.
I'm doing this because I assume this is reserved for
And she also donated the mug for part of the giveaway today too. And she donated this beautiful piece of work with some of the badass ladies from Game of Thrones. So we really appreciate Janine. She's super awesome.
But yeah, so all right. So thanks, Cal. Thanks for sticking around, and we'll catch you next time, man.
Yep. Later.
Bye. Pew.
Eject.
Cool. So Ashley and Joe are gonna be up next, and after that, we can try to call Raul. I did see that Randall came into the room, and Sam. If Sam wants to call, he's on the list too. So we're gonna.
Yeah, Sam hasn't been on in a while.
Yeah, so we're gonna get Ashley.
Wait, no, Sam was on last.
No, he was. Yeah, he called in last time, but before that, he hadn't been on.
Right.
I'm excited to see Sam because I recommended a show to him and he binge watched it all. So got plenty of ladies in that show.
Sorry, I'm looking for people's information. Am I messaging Ashley or Joe? I guess I should look at the chat. Send invite to Ashley. I'm looking for info.
It's not playtime.
It's probably a think tank.
Oh, stop it.
Sing a song or something.
When Mavis attacks, I'm tending to my wound.
Sing a song about your wound. Yeah, Ashley, if you can just send me your email info again. Sorry, I lost my list. I'm bad.
We're gonna fix the list for next time.
I'm not as organized as certain future callers are.
Mavis.
You want
to taught her bad habits. That's what Ashley said, and she's the teach. So.
I'm gonna take your fish away. Both of them. So we have 6 viewers. To the additional 2 viewers, what's up? Talk to us in the chat if you want.
Did you want to do the giveaway?
Okay. Well, we said we'd do it after. Joe and Ashley.
I'm just trying to fill.
Hey, this is entertainment. Always. What was the Bo Burnham thing?
Never waste a second. There's comedy in every second.
Well, look, now I have it.
I love Bo Burnham.
We need.
If you guys haven't watched Bo Burnham's comedy specials, he's excellent, and you can watch them on Netflix. Hilarious.
Yeah, and you know what? Why don't we get some suggestions for the next episode going in the chat as well, and we'll throw up a poll, and I'll leave it open for more than a day this time.
Yes. We are also planning, probably not this time, but the next time we want to do a Harry Potter special. so that by the time we edit it, it will be coming out around the release for Fantastic Beasts and where to find them.
Yes.
So if you guys would have any, I know that we did a literary episode not too long ago, but if you guys would have any interest in doing an all Harry Potter episode, then just tell me in the chat now, and if you like it, we can do that after this one, after the next one. I think Randall likes it.
So, Ashley, there should be an invite heading your way. And yeah, if you're not you haven't heard me ask already. I did lose my call list, so if you want to call in, if you want us to talk to you, please direct message me at OddShapePanel on Twitter.
Do you have any
But
of
you
these people?
probably already know that.
Austin and Randall and Sam.
See, this is what I need. That's what I'm saying.
So yeah, Austin, Randall, and Sam, if you guys want to make sure that you DM Tom your emails, if you want to call in, we'd like to have you guys.
Yeah, and I mean, it's up to you. You can throw them up in the YouTube chat, and I can delete them. But I figured you'd want to control over your email address.
Hey guys.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's going.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Don't want to go to work tomorrow.
Shh, don't say that on TV.
It's just because tomorrow's the new Monday.
Look, they wouldn't call it work if you wanted to go.
Real quick, Cal, yeah, we did mention a poll. We're looking for suggestions for the next poll. This time we're taking suggestions. The time after that, we're probably going to do an all Harry Potter episode for Fantastic Beasts.
You know what? And I will put mythology on there for you, Cal, if you want. If that's what your suggestion is, I will throw mythology on there and consider my vote heading that direction.
Yeah, if you have any suggestions, I'm taking notes here, so I'll write them down. I see that Ashley's talking about like a back to school one, which I did mean to put on there last time.
It's
I'll
cool.
write that down. Cool, hey guys. So let's get these questions started.
All right.
Austin at HQueerd, or is it Weird One, right? It's Weird One. How do I do it?
It's like saying whipped. Weird.
Weird One asked, what female comic book character should get her own movie or TV show?
You go first.
Okay. Mine's a very small cop-out because I want an entire, like, all-female cast, so to speak, for the comic book Rat Queens, which is a medieval fantasy adventure setted book where they're a professional adventuring troupe or mercenary group, or I don't even really know what they classify themselves as, but they are just your traditional adventuring group. There's like a dwarven warrior, an elven sorceress, what they call smidgens, I think, but they're the halflings of this world, rogue, and a human atheist cleric of some weird Cthulhu-like god.
I can get down with that.
So it's just a really awesome comic series, graphic novel series, whatever you want to call it. It's one of my favorite, and it's just absolutely hilarious. And it's got fun little tropes and characters and all sorts of stuff. Like the other mercenary groups, one of them's called the Four Daves, and it's 4 dudes named Dave. The dwarven fighter is dating Orc Dave, who is a druid and an orc, and he's got little birds in his beard that pop out when he uses his magic, and it's just weird, goofy, quirky fun with some amazing characters.
Nice.
Who would you trust to direct something like that?
I don't know. I think I would have the writing would be more important than the directing, because you could probably get any myriad of people that do comic movies nowadays, and like someone like Joss Whedon would of course be ideal because he understands like pacing and comedic timing really well in an action scene. But I think you could have a lot of directors take it over. The guy who directed Deadpool, whose name is escaping me now, he would do, I think, a pretty decent job. Yeah, just the writing is the important part, and I guess you could just kind of pull stories from the series because it's an ongoing series. It's not just a collection of shorts. So, anyway.
Real quick, Cal, I know you sent topics, but that was quite a few tweets ago. So if you could just let me know like 1 or 2 that you would like the most, I'll try to get one of those on the poll at least. I know it only gives me 4 slots per poll. So yeah, just let me know whichever one you want the most. And Ashley, what's your answer?
Man, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna steal the answer from earlier about Squirrel Girl, just because like I don't know a lot about her, but from everything that I've heard, it sounds really cute. And we went to a birthday party that was superhero themed over the weekend, and someone was dressed up as Squirrel Girl, and it was really cool.
For like a 40-year-old man, by the way.
Yeah.
It was his birthday party. It was superhero themed.
With a Deadpool pinata. It was awesome.
That teabagged all the adults.
That sounds amazing.
It was pretty great. Like some people were walking by, like, why are all those people dressed up? It's not Halloween. And you could tell they were like not into comic books or anything. They'd never seen any cosplays before.
Yep.
Nice. That's awesome. So let's see.
I kind of like that topic for next time.
Yeah, I
Go
wrote
back
it
to
down
school.
on the list for sure. So Cal asked us, which female lead has the best story arc?
I would have to go with a foreign film, Amelie from I don't remember who the director is, but it's a French film from like the early 2000s, and Amelie, like her father is very cold and distant. And so like she's basically like going through like and trying to like make people happy, but like in the background and like changing people's lives subtly. And I just think that movie is just really awesome, and it's a beautiful little story with Audrey Tautou. I don't know how to say her name. She plays Amelie, and it's like a fun little whimsical film that I wish we had more films like it in America because it's just very beautiful.
Yeah, well, I was thinking about, because I had this conversation with Morgan on his podcast about how I feel like some languages kind of add to that whimsy, and I definitely feel like the Spanish in that kind of takes you out of like reality, because I feel like because we're reading subtitles and stuff like that, we're kind of taken out, and I really like that. But that movie is beautiful.
Yeah,
I've seen
loved
it.
that movie since
Yeah.
high school. It's a really good one.
And like visual, it's stunning too.
Mm-hmm.
She's stunning.
She's super cute. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Joe?
So mine is Tara Bradford from Final Fantasy VI. It's a video game, but the question didn't specify
Pop culture.
what the medium needs to be. So she is the union. She's the child based off of a union between like a magical race called Espers and a human. So in a world where like humans have to learn magic, she's born with it, and she's born in a time where people don't even believe in magic anymore because Espers have been gone forever. She was found at a young age and mind controlled and turned into a weapon for the Empire, and the entire story starts with her attacking a small mining town with some other soldiers, getting freed, and then this huge quest involving her finding her purpose in life because she doesn't feel like she has one. She only has memories from waking up in a mining town at the age of like 17. So trying to find out what her goal and her purpose and all that stuff is the primary focus of her story arc. There's a lot of other story arcs. It's a Final Fantasy with 16 characters, so there's a lot to keep track of. But she is the first character you were introduced to, and she has probably some of the most impactful stories in the entire game. So
The cool thing, and I didn't even think about video game transitions as answers for this, because that kind of just opens up the pool even more, but it definitely may be more fitting to the point where you're actually like in this person's shoes, and your like decisions kind of decide like what the character
impacted.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's definitely an interesting answer.
Nice. So, Ashley asked us, who is the best action heroine of TV or film?
You go first.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Zoe from Firefly, because that entire ship would not function without her. Mal may be the captain, but he couldn't do what he does if it wasn't for her. And I think she may be the only person on that ship Jane is actually afraid of. And maybe Book, maybe, but that's just because no one knows about him really. But everything about her just screams, I'm confident. I don't have to actually let you know how capable I am. I just am. And when she does fight, it's just amazing. She's just a great shot. She's a ballsy fighter. Everything about her is just amazing.
That's one of my favorite couples from TV as well. I really love her and Wash. They're so adorable, and they really balance each other out perfectly. I love that
Yep.
he's kind of like the more like shy one, and he's the pilot, and he stays there, and she's like the kick-ass one, and she's out there on
Yep.
the front line, like taking care of business. They're
Yep.
super cute.
I'm pretty sure Walsh is afraid of her too.
Yeah, but like
But-
If I were
He
unwed, I
adores-
would take you in a manly fashion.
but that's because he completely adores and
Yeah.
respects her though. Like that's true
I
respect.
also think he's afraid of her though. If you see some of the like reactions he has to some of the things he says, well, she's a
well,
terrifying
that
character.
that just
though.
makes me like her more.
No, that's what
Like,
I'm not
she's-
saying that's a bad thing.
She's
Yeah, that's the
great.
thing. He knows she's
Like-
trained to be a military warrior, and he's like, he was a cargo pilot.
For sure, yeah. No, she's awesome choice. I love her.
Yeah, no, she is.
How about
What's
you,
yours?
Ash?
And then mine, I don't even remember who I was thinking of when I sent that question in, but just thinking about it for now, like Black Widow, I think is really awesome. Like when we first are introduced to her in Iron Man 2, and like, oh, like she's just this secretary or like assistant or whatever, and then like she throws them down like on the mat, and you can tell that there's something special about her. And then one of my favorite moments with Black Widow, I think it's in the first Avengers movie where she's like, tied up and she's doing a reverse interrogation with some, I can't even remember who
Russian.
it is, some Russian person. And like, then she's like talking on the phone. Oh yeah, like he's totally giving me everything. And like this idiot doesn't even know what he's done. And, but like, she looks like she's in the vulnerable position, but like she's actually the one with the most power. So I just think that's pretty great.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely one of they're always good with her opening shots, like setting like where her character is at that moment. You know what I mean? Where it's
Mhm.
even her first interactions with Banner, like she's always good at like an introduction.
Like ties the story together.
Yeah, better than Nick Fury does.
Yeah.
Like I would really love to, because I think she's already rumored to be in Homecoming, like for a quick cameo. Her, Iron Man, and he's in Captain America, it's Steve Rogers. But that'd be interesting. I'd like to see that.
And like I've heard that she's gonna get her own movie, and they made fun of that on Saturday Night Live. Not, I guess maybe a couple of years ago, where it was this really bad rom-com of like what Black Widow's movie would be like. It was when Ultron came out, and like she's dating Ultron, and it's just so stupid. It's, if you can't find it, I think that it's on the SNL YouTube page. It's pretty great, where it's all the rom-com tropes, but yeah, Ultron's her boyfriend, and they have issues, and just making
Then she
fun
meets
of.
Hulk.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I've definitely seen that before. We'll
We
probably throw a clip in.
we played it before the
We
Marvel
did.
one.
We played it before the Marvel episode. All right, one more question for you guys tonight. Who do you think is the best female role model character? I know I phrased that weird, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, we know what you mean.
Let me go first.
Yeah, you go first.
I kind of have a weird one, and it's only because we've been watching it recently, but Jessica Jones. And it's because she, because we're only, what, 3 episodes in?
Yeah, I
something
think
like
we've
that?
seen 3 completed episodes.
She, as you're learning more about her, you will figure out that she, exhibits extreme self-control. And she, like, for example, the entire first couple episodes, you can tell she's lonely. And the only reason she's even opening up to someone else that she meets is because it's Luke Cage, and he can kind of handle the same crap that she can because she is. And she through all the fear she has of being controlled again by the Purple Man, she still turns around and does what she thinks is right to try and help the girl who's been kidnapped and everyone else. She keeps that cop from jumping to his death and everything else. So it's like her pretending to not give a crap about everything. She probably gives more of a crap than even like Daredevil did.
Absolutely, for sure. How about you, Ashley?
All right, my character, her role model is someone else who's also kind of vulnerable, Veronica Mars from the show Veronica Mars back in the early 2000s. Like she had gone through some bad things with like her mom like disappeared and like her friend was murdered and like her dad was the sheriff but he'd been disgraced, so like she was with the in crowd and now she's not, and so dealing with all of that stupid high school drama that everybody has to deal with except hers is on a heightened level, and still trying to like do what's right by her friends and like the greater good and solving crimes, and just not letting all of the political stuff that's going on in her high school and her town like get to her, and like always getting down to the truth and helping her dad and that kind of thing. So something we could all be more like. She's so tenacious and doesn't take she doesn't let the little things get to her. She's always going to get to the bottom of it. And I miss that show so much. It's like they just ruined it in that last season.
Yeah, I didn't watch that, but I know people who enjoyed it.
It's
fantastic.
Kristen Ritter's actually in one of the seasons. You're good.
I think another good message for Jessica Jones, because you could like hit around and be like, well, she's an alcoholic. I think that'd be a good like role model like aspect. But I think despite her flaws, she still stands up and is the best person she can be in that moment. She might be damaged.
And that's kind of what I was trying to point out. Like, it doesn't matter that she has all these problems. What matters is she's still able to carry on. She's been through something that would have literally destroyed, like that the girl from the first episode who now is in the psych ward or whatever. She probably will never have any semblance of a life again because of what she's done. And Jessica, granted, like you said, we're only like 3 episodes in so far, but Jessica seems to have built some kind of a life for herself, and it's maybe not the most ideal in everyone's eyes. It's not, a 2-car garage house type thing, but it's something. And I mean, she has a lifestyle that most people would kill for. She makes her own hours. She's her own boss. She seems to make enough money that she can afford to drink or eat whatever the heck she wants, wherever the heck she wants. And, it's whatever.
Yeah, that's a good point. I had one more.
I was saying that she's like a real person.
Yeah, that's why she is a real person. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really funny because it talked about like Daredevil and comparing, because they're 2 of the Netflix Marvel shows I've seen so far. He had the lucky circumstance of getting superpowers from a disablement, but he is then backed up by all this incredible martial arts training and self-perfection training, all sorts of stuff. She's just kind of goes with the flow, and she does it well, probably better than he does.
Yeah, she's definitely like a brawler. You know what I mean? Like her fight's all about heart, where his fight's more about technique.
Yep.
She's not delicate.
No, she's not delicate, and I love blatant honesty. I don't know if you can tell by my certain life decisions, but I like people who like tell you how it is, and she's a great example of that. She doesn't hold any punches. Well, no, she holds a lot of punches. Otherwise, she would bash a lot of people's skulls in. But she doesn't hold verbal punches.
Mm-hmm.
And that goes back to what I was talking about earlier. How she has incredible self-restraint and incredible self-control, because she doesn't let herself get close to anybody because they could be hurt. So she lives her life like it is because she thinks it's better for everyone else around her, no matter how bad she wants to be with someone else.
It's good. I'm really interested to talk to you guys about it once you're finished, because I love visual aesthetics. That show is beautiful visually, but I want to hear how you think the story went, for sure.
I'm sure we'll finish it soon.
But that's all the 4 questions. Are we going to do the giveaway, or we're going to do our?
Do you want to do that with them on, or did you want to?
You want to do the giveaway with us?
Sure.
We'll let you tell us when to pull a thing out. That sounds fair.
So, as you guys know, we've been doing a giveaway. I have most of the items here. Ashley and Joe are still shipping us the pop
It will be
vinyl.
going out tomorrow. I got the message today. So as soon as we get the Buffy, and she came up this episode, the Buffy pop vinyl, we'll be sending out.
So let's show you guys the stuff real quick. We have this beautiful odd-shaped panel mug donated by G9 Designs. Janine, shout out. We have this copy of Spider-Gwen, Most Wanted. That's a nice trade.
It's the most funny one.
We've got a little cute amigurumi jellyfish they made.
Nice.
We got a sweet beanie that they made.
Nice.
And then we have assorted bookmarks and stickers from Dalen Paper Co. They're really cute. I've actually been using one of her bookmarks in my book, and it's awesome. So a bunch of those, really cute.
And we're going to put a link in the edited version and all that. But if you go to her store and use Odd-Shaped Panel as a coupon code, it should give you 20% off until Halloween. So we'll give that information. But
Pass me the current. Okay, so you guys knew how to enter. You just followed Odd-Shaped Panel, retweeted, liked, and commented. I wrote everybody's name down on little pieces of paper inside of my Kermit the Frog here.
Cute.
So we're just going to go ahead and put that up. It's a teapot, actually, but I've never put tea in there.
Well, I wouldn't.
only
It'd be a little weird.
name some of our enemies.
Okay, so we're going to take off Kirby's head.
And I'll hold it
You
for
want to
you.
hold Kirby's head?
Oh, no, I was going to hold
I
her.
was going to go
Well, and-
see if I can grab.
We'll let Ashley and Joe tell you when. Okay, no, you got it.
I got it.
I was trying to get some participation going.
Oh, we got the winner. It is Flix X-Rayed
Oh,
on Twitter. So I know you guys.
Nice.
Flix.
They're a new
X-ray.
follower, but I'm trying to remember their answer.
We'll put their answer up. We'll
It might have been Ray, wasn't it?
We got a lot of love for Ray. The question was, who's your
Hold on.
favorite woman in pop culture?
Hold up real quick.
And we plan on putting some of those tweets in when we're posting this winner announcement and stuff.
I went with Iabria
Ray got a lot of love.
from. I went Parasite Eve.
But yeah,
So congratulations,
congrats.
Flix X-Rayed. We're
I
gonna
will-
get in contact with them.
oh,
Nice.
hold on 1 second. We might. They're in Alberta.
Oh. Canada.
We didn't say it.
Yeah, everyone's supposed to be in the U.S., right? So do we got to do another one?
We're gonna pretend that didn't happen. We should try to send them something small, just
We
as
can
a
send them
console.
something. We have other
But
stuff.
we cannot. Maybe one day we'll give you a consolation prize. But I am
The
so
shipping
sorry.
is crazy with. Okay. So another winner you guys could still win. The winner is Austin Singleton.
All right.
Clear one.
Austin donated our first giveaway back on episode, I think, was it 1 or 2? It might have been 1. And Billy won it. Billy! Sorry. Billy won it. So this is cool that Austin finally got it.
Yeah,
so,
not cheating. You see right there. Austin is the winner.
So congrats to Austin, and secondary congrats to X. We'll get you something.
But it's funny that Austin won because he really wanted to win. So he's going to be
Yeah.
excited to hear that. And I know he was tweeting like crazy. So that's
Nice.
But congrats to Austin, and I'm gonna try to give Raul a call, see if he's available.
Thanks,
Do you
guys.
mind if
So
we plug our show real quick?
Oh yeah, you guys have a show. Sorry.
plug away.
So we do a review show on Tough called BFF,
Because we're BFFs.
and it's show movies we watch because of fan fiction.
It's the easiest premise ever.
Yes.
Because we are so lazy.
It's movies that we've never seen before that pop up in fan fiction questions, and we turn around, watch them, and tell you what we think about them.
And then how well they fit the question. And the first 2 episodes are up on the channel. We did one over When Harry Met Sally, and then Dr. Strangelove just went up yesterday. And then coming soon should be The Running Man. And then we don't know what the 4th episode is yet, so
Not yet, no.
we'll figure that out this week.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's real fun.
it's really fun to watch, and the dedication alone. You saw Joe must have gone through a rainstorm at one point, and did not stop him.
Yes. I wanted to ask him, I was like, do you want us to like let you change or whatever? And he's like, no, we'll do it live. I'm like, okay.
I don't have time for this. We're gonna head through.
I don't have time to change.
Really good episode. You guys
Flips
should
tape.
if you
Yeah, I
haven't,
think Doctor Strangelove is the editing
you
got a
haven't-
lot better once I learned how to use the program.
what did you end up using, real quick?
I use that iSky soft one because that's what I used the first time, and it's like, well, I either have to re-edit the whole episode or buy the software.
Yeah.
The software was the
I'm totally
cheaper,
serious.
and that's, you know,
Well, I'm
one
glad
day I'll be able to afford what's it called?
for you. $20 a month, so
Yeah, one day I'll be able to afford that.
maybe you'll get an Adobe sponsorship. That's not likely.
That would
Anyway.
be so awesome if you're out there.
Thanks as always. I really don't think you guys have missed an episode. You're awesome. So yeah, check out
love
BFF.
coming and talking about it.
We love having you.
It's a lot of fun.
So,
Alrighty. Before all of our cats get into a fight, we'll hang
Y'all
up.
take it easy.
see you later. I try to call her Raul.
and
That's so
then,
cool that Austin got it.
Yeah, for sure. And then I know Randall is hopefully still in here, so after Raul, we'll have Randall and then Sam and Austin whenever he pops up. We'll put him in, let him know he won.
Dun, dun, dun. All right, here is Raul's. Raul Rodriguez.
So yeah, he hasn't been in yet, right? We're just hoping that he'll.
It work. That'll work. Maybe.
That he's gonna answer.
Oh, yeah, he is not chatted, so if he doesn't end up picking up, we might just apparently I can. Well, you know what? We'll do a thing. If you want to enter a contest, you pay for shipping, and we'll send you out the goods. How's that sound? Future thing.
He's talking to Sam.
Oh.
Because you.
Yeah, Sam. Oh, I'm sorry. In the chat, Sam said that he's not eligible. Sam is a citizen of Australia. I wish.
Which is pricey.
I wish. And the thing is, we try to get like big boxes together instead of doing a giveaway like every week. Oh, new person.
Hi, new person. So what we do here is this is like an open conversation pop culture call-in show. We have a different theme every couple of weeks, and we give 4 questions, and then we let people call in and answer them. So if you have any interest, you can message us your what do you need? Gmail?
Yeah, if you use Google Hangouts, whatever email address you have associated with that, and
There's a line, but it's not too long. So
Yeah.
if you're interested, let us know.
and they get this whole thing gets edited down into like a half-hour to hour-ish like highlights reel. But we're always looking for new people, so please, if you're interested.
Yeah, we're just waiting for a caller right now.
Yeah, if we don't hear back from him in a few minutes, we might try somebody else.
It would be Randall if he's still here. Randall, if you're here and you want to call in, then let me know in the chat, please. And if we don't hear from Raul in a second, we'll put you in. Saw him in here earlier.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. All right, so I don't think Raul is picking up. It might be too late, Raul. It might be sleeping. Dreaming of sugar plum fairies. Sorry, Twitter just crashed, so I'm trying to.
No Randall in here?
I'll call him anyway. I have his power.
Sam, did you want to call in?
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Yeah, so we're just gonna call Sam. Oh,
there's
Raul.
Raul.
Yeah, you should have an invite, Raul, in your box. If you don't, I can send you another one.
Yeah, it's your turn, Raul. So.
Oh, he just arrived. Wow, he has great timing. I literally just sent you an invite like maybe 3 minutes ago. And Dark Faith, if you're interested in calling in, please let us know.
But yeah, Raul, you have an invite whenever you want to give us a ring.
Banana phone. Ba ba da da. Anybody else remember that? We should do that viral. Did you get like a invite to a conversation? I've never been on the other end of the call, so I don't know how it works.
Here he comes.
Hey guys,
Hey, Raul, how are you?
fine, and you?
Good.
Great. How are you?
And oh, nothing. I'm in a hotel in Louisiana.
Louisiana. What brings you there?
Oh, my mom, it's her birthday. She wanted to go to a casino, so I accompanied her.
Is your mom there?
No, my mom she's playing on the casino.
Well, let her know that a huge happy birthday from us at OSP.
Oh, okay, I would tell her.
If it wasn't for you, or it wasn't for her, we wouldn't have you, Raul. So it's very important.
Oh yeah.
All right, so we're gonna get into these questions. Our buddy Austin, a new prize winner at Weird One, asked, "What female comic book character should have her own show or possibly movie?"
I don't know much about the character, but one of my best friends, she always tells me a lot of this character, Sharon Carter. She always tells me a lot of about Sharon Carter in the comics. Like she always wanted to be like, she wanted to be better and more like Peggy, and she wanted to be an agent, and also she almost like I always forget some details, but I always I would like, because they already canceled Agent Carter. It would be like a cool idea, like a Agents of Shield spinoff, like Sharon Carter and Maria Hill, Robin from How I Met Your Mother. I was thinking like maybe like a duo of those two, like a type of show would be cool.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, she's already been cast, and she was in Civil War, and she was put
Yes.
on like marketing. Like she had her own like cardboard stand-ups and stuff like that. But like she was barely in the movie and was only there to like move things along. Unfortunately, I think the character has a lot of promise, but like her setup in, I believe she was in Winter Soldier, right? Because she was
She was in Winter Soldier.
going across the street. Yeah, they set her up perfectly, and I felt like that was one of the weakest points of Civil War, and I loved Civil War, so.
Yeah, and also that's the thing, because before I saw Civil War, Winter Soldier years ago, me and she was my girlfriend at the time, and so we were like big fans of Revenge. And so when we saw Emily Bankham as Sharon Carter on Winter Soldier, we're like, whoa, this is interesting. And she told me everything about the character, and she told me like they can do a show right now because she's free. Revenge is already ended like a year ago, and she doesn't have any movies or nothing right now.
Cool.
It's a good pick.
Yeah.
Cal at Beer and J Juvo, or
Javu.
Javu. Sorry, Cal, I murdered that. Asked, which female lead has the best story arc?
That's a hard one. I was thinking I was between Annalise Keating from How to Get Away with Murder, because between the whole 2 seasons, because we learn a lot of her. Like in the first season, she's like, they always tell her like she's the mean teacher, she's the lawyer, she does everything to defend her clients, even though the clients are guilty. But in the second season, we learn a lot from her, because she was a humble woman, that she wanted to be more than just to be the humble woman. She wanted to be a good lawyer. But then she, after a lot of tragedy, all the things that she needed to learn to be in that profession, in that area, because she wanted to defend people, but instead, at the end, she defended the people that she hated, the people, the rich people.
Yeah, I've never seen the show, but a lot of people, when they do refer to that show, refer to her. So I'm not surprised that.
Yeah, because also another thing that I like from Anna is because I am making spoilers, but the great relationship that she has with one of the students, it was the one of the kids on Harry Potter. I forget his name. I don't want to say it because he's the black guy. But I forget his name on Harry Potter.
I remember. He's the guy he's the spokes. He announces the Quidditch matches.
No, the other one, the one that was in the whole series. There's another one. It's a friend of Neville's.
I guess I don't know my hair.
Yeah, even though I'm a fan of the movies and the books, and I forget his name, Thomas or Norman, I forget the name. So he in the series, he's the protagonist aside of Annalise. He's like the student that she get her cast the attention of him because he's like very like, no, you cannot define me. And so that's it very interesting between the relationship of both because she wants like for him to be like more just a student. Like she wants to be like more than a lawyer. She wants to like she wants to him to learn more, but at the same time, he also needs the love of a mother because he was raised an orphan. And so the relation between the both of them, because a lot of people were like, no, there's gonna be a romance, and many people were like, no. And then the second season, they reveal that's the relation between them. It's like a mother-son relationship. It's not a romance. A lot of people thought it was a romance between those two. And also that's the thing because also avoiding spoilers, analysts will do anything to defend him because that's the relationship so special between them because it's avoiding spoilers, but it's between mother and son. It's like a mother and son relationship without being mother and son.
Cool.
So Ashley at that Mrs. Davis asked, who is the best action heroine of TV or film?
Best action heroine. Oh, Sheena Warrior Princess. She is the best. I just saw Ash versus Evil Dead, and I was like, I always remember Sheena, and I remember a tweet that I said, Sam Raimi created Sheena. They can do like a crazy crossover between Ash versus the Evil Dead and Sheena Warrior. Okay, that will be amazing. But also, the thing that I like about Sheena, because I remember when I seen as little, I never suspected it that she was like she was a lesbian, and I don't even care when I was little. But I remember like seeing like 5 years ago, my mother told me, no, she and Gabrielle, they were like a couple. I was like, oh, now I see it. So it's so that's the most interesting. Like also because Sheena, she can be even in those times in Greek times, she can be like a man and a woman at the same time. She can be defend herself and defend a kingdom, a random town. That's the thing that I like from Sheena. And also it was a discussion that I had with one of my best friends. I was talking like, it's because we were comparing Wonder Woman with Sheena. It was like, it's because Sheena is better in another ways. And also for her, Wonder Woman is better in the comics. But I would say in the movie, Sheena is a lot better, even so. I was like, even though I would love if they make Wonder Woman like 20 years ago, Lucy Lawless would have been perfect. But even though I say her right now, even though Lucy Lawless, she looks amazing right now. But we know Hollywood, they're not gonna hire her. So that's the horrible reality.
She gets a lot of work still, and she's always a badass.
Yeah.
Like she was a badass like admiral or captain. I'm trying to remember the proper term for but on Battlestar Galactica, and then recently she was on Agents of Shield as a powerful character for a while. She still gets work, and she's still always like a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, but not like a character like Sheena. That's the thing that I was saying.
That's kind of hard to top that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, so one more question for you tonight, Raul. What female character do you think is the best role model?
That was another one I was thinking about because I see a lot of teen shows, and so they're really bad role models. Like I was thinking, maybe I can say one from Pretty Little Liars, but they all bad. I was like thinking, and Gossip Girl, they all slutty. I was like, there is no role model. So I was thinking, of Cookie from Empire. Because Cookie, I always compare her because when I was little, I saw a lot of Mexican soap operas. Because Cookie, she always gonna do everything for her children. That's the more interesting part about it, because a lot of moms in recent TV shows, you don't see them like fight for her children, and you can see Cookie in every episode dealing with Lucius, dealing with the whole company, dealing with the whole people that accused her because she was in jail, but she was only in jail only because to defend her children and also her husband. Even though Lucius is the fault of Lucius, but that's the thing also that I love from Cookie. Even though, like in the season finale of season 2, she doesn't want Lucius to be with someone else, and even though she accepts that Lucius marries to Anika at the end, and then she's like, even though she cries and she's heartbroken, but at the same time she's doing it because the children need them, because she doesn't want the children to be involved in the crazy shenanigans of her husband, because the husband is always on the line to be in prison almost in every episode because of the company.
Lucky. All
Nice.
right. Well, that was all 4, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, thanks for coming by, Raul, and enjoy your mother's vacation.
Thank you. Goodbye, guys.
See you later, guys.
Bye.
Yeah. I do whatever.
So we haven't heard from Randall again, huh?
Yeah, I didn't see anything
So
from
Sam
him.
is gonna be up next.
Cool.
We'll give him a ring, and then hopefully maybe
I
Randall
guess we
will come
should have
back.
let Sam in earlier, huh? Considering he's in Australia.
Yeah.
Why didn't Sam say anything?
Sam doesn't sleep though.
Yeah, that's true. He's up late watching the shows you're recommending to him.
It's a good show.
Here we go. I wish I had like a save list where I could just pull up.
They pop up on the thing though.
Yeah, after you get like all the way there. All right, so Sam, we sent you an invite, so we should be getting one of those soon. We should be hearing back from Austin soon. Maybe I'll send him a message to see what he is up to. And looks like Dark Faith, our new viewer, is enjoying some of the stuff we're going over. She enjoyed the Evil Dead reference.
Yeah, I miss Blab too, but unfortunately we don't have any say in that.
Yep.
Hey!
It's Sam's head.
What's going on?
Hey man, how's it going?
I'm alright. Bad for a Tuesday afternoon.
Alrighty. Let's get right into it. You know him, you love him. Our buddy Austin at HWeird1 asked, what female comic book character deserves to have her own comic book show/movie?
Now, I don't know a lot of female comic... you know me, I don't really read comic books a lot, apart from the fandom. But I have a female book character. If I'm allowed to pitch a female book character, I'd like to see a movie of.
Does the book have pictures?
Not quite.
I'll allow it.
So I brought up on our last show when we were talking about books about how I love Lincoln Rhyme and the Jeffrey Deaver Lincoln Rhyme series. Now they did a spin-off series about a female. I don't want to say the name because I know I'm going to stuff it up, but she specializes in reading people's body language. So that's how she finds criminals and stuff. And her name is Catherine Dance. And so, in the same way that Lincoln Rhyme got the Bone Collector movie, I'd love to see a Catherine Dance movie.
Cool.
And just like a female investigator who, I think it's kinesiology or kinesiology or something starting with a K and ending in ology. That's the way that she determines who's committed crimes and reads people to find out if they're innocent and guilty and stuff like that.
That's definitely interesting. Like that's kind of like a gimmick you see on some TV shows and like those comedies and stuff. But to have like real life application in a serious like setting would be really cool. All right.
Yeah, because basically the only comic book I know, and I have the movie that she's already been in, is Tank Girl.
Yeah, and there's no point in remaking that.
As much as I want to see Ice-T as a kangaroo again, because that was amazing.
Nice.
Never forget, Ice-T was a kangaroo. All right, well, Cal, I'm not even going to do it, asked which female lead has the best story arc?
For me, the female lead with the best story arc, I'm going to go once again to the world of crime and police with Olivia Benson from SVU. So we've essentially seen her whole career. So starting out and being put into the team and working with Stabler for so many years and then Stabler leaving and her taking over. That's at now. She's now the lieutenant. And
yeah, I love
squad.
Even the episodes where she left for a while to do the undercover stuff was really cool because like she was like it was cool that we still got to see what she was up to even though she wasn't with the original crew.
Yeah, so it's like just seeing her whole story over the whole thing and going into the backstory about how she's like a child of rape and how her mother was raped, and then the episode where she's in the unfortunate position in the female prison and they sort of leave it open-ended as to what actually happened. And
yeah, that was a good one too. The character pieces where it's mainly focused on her are really good. Dick Wolf knows what he's doing, man. Dick Wolf.
Yeah.
Speed weed. Oh, yeah.
And so now, and even now where we've come around to where she's got the baby and she's taken over and it's like being the mother and it's just this really good story and she really ties the show together.
Yeah, I like that they're able to keep their actors for so long because you do get really good like narratives if you have so much material to work with.
And it's been a show where there's been so many good like females in it, like the medical examiners and the DAs with Casey Novak and the blonde one whose name eludes me at the moment. So yeah, so many good female characters in that show.
All right. Well, Ashley at _Mrs. Davis asked, who is the best action heroine of TV or film?
So there's quite a few, and I've got my collection out as I always do. We've got The Bride, we've got Echo from Dollhouse, but I want to focus on my pick that I put up the other day, which no one responded to, so I'm assuming no one knew who it was, which is Maid Marian from the BBC series, Maid Marian and Her Merry Men. She's definitely the best action heroine. This is like basically a new take on Robin Hood, where Robin Hood isn't the hero, it's actually Maid Marian, and they have Robin Hood as like this, they sort of play him off as this pansy type character that's like the metrosexual, sits there looking at himself in the mirror and has no idea about fighting and everything, but at the end of the day, he's still credited with all the work and everything, even though Marian's like the actual hero, and so it's like this thing on, it's like a take on sexism and things about how you've got this really strong female character that's like winning all these battles against the sheriff and his henchmen, but at the end of the day, oh no, it wouldn't be the woman that's won that, it's the man, so we'll say Robin Hood. So
that's funny.
Where as the audience member know, it's like, no, Marion's the one that's doing all this. It's like, it's nothing to do with this idiot.
Yeah, that sounds good. We'll
So-
definitely check that one out.
Yeah, it's a really fun series. And it's got Tony Robinson in it, plays the Sheriff of Nottingham, who's Baldric from Blackadder. So, yeah,
Nice.
it's really good.
Sounds cool.
All right. So, yeah, one more. What female character do you think is the best role model?
See, I've been thinking about this. There's so many characters that could be good role models, could be bad role models. The one that I ended up thinking with fits into the category could be both is Lena Dunham's character Hannah from Girls, where she's very body positive, and so even doesn't matter how you look. I don't know if those looks from Kimber, am I in trouble? Do we not like this answer?
Not in trouble. I'm just not terribly sure if she's a good role model, but I'm curious to hear the rest of your reason.
So yeah, so like I said, it's all about body positivity and being true to yourself and not caring what other people think. It's like as many of the bad things that she does, it's all about being true to yourself, which that's a message that I like to go with. It's like, I don't care what anyone else thinks. It's like, if I'm fat, whatever. It's more about how you feel about yourself and things like that. So like I said, I'm not necessarily saying she's good in all aspects of everything she does, but there are some messages that come through that are good messages to take away.
Yeah, I can get down with that for sure. Right on. I think that's all the questions for him, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you liked that show that I recommended to you too, and that Maid Marian show sounds cool. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, I can't believe my cousin had seen that show. She rang me at 4:30 that morning. I was up to about episode 5, and she got home from the pub drunk and rang me, and yeah, she'd already seen it apparently.
Nice.
On ABC. I just didn't have ABC for a couple of years. My TV wouldn't tune into it. Otherwise, I used to watch a lot of the ABC series
Nice.
we have here, but yeah.
All right,
No.
Sam. Well, thanks for calling in, and
Don't worry.
we'll see you soon.
Catch you. Bye.
Oh, my bad. I
I
closed the book.
I have to look
Randall, where did Randall go? And Austin.
In
Let me
Austin.
message them. See what's up.
Messaging some people. Seeing what to do. See, Austin, you won the prize. Come to the show.
Yeah. Would you like to join us, Dark?
I think Dark is leaving.
Oh, they're going back to bed. I thought they were talking about Sam going back to bed.
Oh, maybe.
Well, Dark had some good answers. She said,
Or he.
sorry, said She-Hulk for the first question, comic book to get through on TV for film, and that's a good answer. I would love to see a She-Hulk Daredevil crossover.
Raul was saying we gotta go to karaoke. I love karaoke, Raul. If you were around here, we would definitely go to karaoke.
Maybe if we go, because we're definitely planning on going to WizardCon in Philly.
Wizard World, yeah.
Maybe we'll hit up a karaoke bar.
If Raul can make it again.
So, this could be the end.
This could be the end.
My friends, nobody, it's me refreshing. This could be the end. My friend. Am I friends with Randall on Facebook? Maybe I'll call him on Facebook. Let's see how invasive I can get him. People, you know.
I know he was in here earlier. He might have had something come up.
Thanks, Dark Faith. If you like what we do, there's a little silver thing in either one of these corners. I'm bad at this. And it has a link to the channel that we put our actual, because this is just the live version of the show, and then we edit it down. You can find our channel. It's the Tough channel, and a lot of our all of our edited videos are up there.
Or if you
among
just,
other shows. So if you want to subscribe or whatever you want to do.
or if you just search Odd Shaped Panel, you can find our other episodes. There's about 10 of them.
This channel specifically, this account is just for recording live episodes and for fun little videos like your Tetris video.
It's also a little slow tonight because it's Labor Day weekend. So thanks for bearing with us.
Yeah, and anyone watching this, you can follow us on Twitter or Facebook at Odd Shaped Panel, or you can talk to Kimber at SJ+Junkie with an IE. I guess we're gonna start closing out, unless I don't know. Anybody questions
channel
for us? Well, yeah, that's us. We'll do an open Q&A. Ask us some questions, guys. We'll do our best and see if we can kill a little time. And if Austin or Randall don't get back to us in a little bit, we'll end it. What do you want to know? Nothing. All right. Well, that's... Who walked down the hall? Oh. Well, I was bit by a radioactive cool person, and I don't know, what's your origin story? You're like the goddess of cool, born of you coolies. And
if I am awesome, I definitely got it from my mother because I am
Sure.
very similar to her.
Yeah.
A speed round of movie questions, that would be disastrous because, as we all know, I am terrible at speed rounds.
What year did some random ass movie come out?
Hey, Austin, I see you in the room. You won the Ladies of Tough crate. Just to let you know, congratulations. How long till you're home? Because we were going to finish up the episode.
We're going to stall.
But we can stall if you're close.
As long as your car doesn't stall. There. We have not seen Don't Breathe. I've heard a lot of good stuff, but then a lot of people wondering why they haven't heard bad stuff. So,
I got into tattooing directly after high school. Basically, I went in to get a bad tattoo that I had covered up, and the guy who was there ended up being a total nerd, and we started talking about Star Wars and the such. And he just liked my vibe, liked that I was fresh out of high school, was looking for an apprentice, so he offered me a job, and I took it, and the rest is history, as they say. So nerdiness got me my job.
Favorite female lead band? I kind of think No Doubt is the queen of...
Back in the day, Tragic Kingdom times.
Yeah.
Favorite female lead band? You love Regina Spektor too.
Yeah, but that's not a lead band. She's just Regina Spektor. Like, she's not...
That's all you need.
Yeah, but...
Florence and the Machine would be up there. I think she's brilliant.
Austin's
He's glad he won.
Favorite female lead on a romantic comedy?
Oh, man.
Ramona Flowers?
Is that a rom-com though?
Yeah, there's romance and comedy. Rom-com. Will they, won't they? As long as there's like a will they, won't they, Phil, that's a rom-com.
I don't know. I love rom-coms, but I can't think of anything. Like,
you don't love one enough to have a favorite.
Like off the top of my head, I can't think of one. Like no one's standing out.
Sandra Bullock in Proposal was pretty funny.
Character in general that's the most like me? That's rough.
General most like me. A female character or just a character? Because I'm like a mix between Ben Wyatt and Andy from Parks and Rec.
And I'm like Leslie Knope and April matched together from Parks and Rec. So Parks and Rec love. I forgot to mention when Cal was talking earlier about Tatiana Maslany. I know her from her cameo on Parks and Rec playing Aziz's girlfriend for a couple of episodes, and she was actually like super charming in that small role. I liked her in that.
Yes, I understand. I have sideburns like CM Punk. Yeah, Meg Ryan was the queen, I think, of like 90s. And then I think when she worked with Nicolas Cage, I mean, I like City of Angels, so I can't really rip on it. I was going to make a Nick Cage joke, but I really like City of Angels. That Goo Goo Doll song. You know what I'm talking about?
Are we stalling for Austin?
I think we're stalling for Austin. I'm still waiting to hear from Randall, too. Plus, this is fun. I like
Open Q&A.
Open little Q&A. Why not? We actually ended really early tonight, so it's kind of like I kind of feel bad like just leaving you guys. So we're trying to do something entertaining. I don't want to close my eyes. I don't want this one. Who's better, Meg or Brian?
15 minutes out. Do you want to let someone call in and maybe?
Yeah, I mean, what do you guys want to do? All right.
Anyone feeling chatty? We could do a little open convo while we wait for Austin.
Yeah, we can invite a bunch of people, and you guys can go about whatever.
Anyone who wants to do that, just let us know in the chat.
Nick Cage is a great actor who does horrible films. This is why we should do a Nicolas Cage episode.
Nick Cage is an inconsistent actor who does inconsistent films.
He gives 110% every time. 100%, 110% of what? I don't know, but he gives it. Like, I loved how into doing Ghost Rider he was. It just didn't translate, I think, the way that he was thinking. You have Google Hangouts on your phone, don't you, Austin? Because you can just do it from your phone.
The bees, Raul says. The bees. Bees?
I marked the box H for Hornets. No Randall, man. Oh, well, you should probably take a 20-minute nap, Sam, so you can get some sleep before you go in. Austin, if you want to just message me your Hangouts info on the bees, they're in my eyes. Sorry. If you just want to DM your info on Twitter, I'll call you.
Why don't you just send them all invites and then whoever wants to.
Well, no, because Austin just realized that he could go mobile.
Oh shit! Nice.
Yeah.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Winner, winner. Yeah. If you want to hear some thoughts on the original Wicker Man, you can always go to the R horror episode of OSP, because I'm pretty sure that was one of Sam's picks was Wicker Man, the original one, and then I'm pretty sure that was talked about on one of Morgan's podcasts. It all comes together, people. The only missing link was Dark Faith to tell us. So good thing right here. I still have not heard anything from Randall, so I'm guessing he is sleeping. Or Nick Cage got him. I don't know. I really liked Nick Cage's like weird. Like I liked him in Matchstick Men a lot. I liked him in Weatherman. Like if the word "man" is in there, I probably like the movie. Family Man. Was that him? Yeah, that was him. Family Man was him too. Movie, I really liked Adaptation.
I like Teo Leon in that movie.
Maybe did Austin send me it at one other time? I did not see Paid. I might have seen Paid the Ghost. I'm trying to remember. He does a lot of those weird, like, 3-word weird titles. Austin, sorry to harp, but if you can send me your email stuff, I can call you. Oh, he sent me a message. Would you look at that? Something. So, no, I don't want to do that.
Wow, Nicholas.
Okay, this is weird. I want to see what your email address is. I feel like an old man trying to figure out the internet because I don't understand what's going on. Oh my god, why am I getting all these things? Oh wait. I think I figured it out, and it's probably I should have figured it out a while ago what his email address was. Yep. I could have just put in his tag. And it came up. Yeah, I'm not new to this at all. We didn't use another platform until now. Don't judge us. Or judge us. I'm not going to judge you. Did they get you? Austin, come in, Austin.
Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you just fine.
Awesome.
So, congrats, man. You won the Ladies of Tough Box. Are you excited?
I'm excited, yeah.
Are you driving right now?
I got you on.
You should know. You didn't tell me you were driving. I wouldn't have called you.
I got you on speakerphone. I got it through the car, so.
All right, safety first, Austin. So our on-the-scene correspondent, Austin, is joining us. You can't really see him, but that's good. He's driving, so that's fine. We'll put up some pictures. This is Austin's face. We'll go here. You want us to ask you a few questions, Austin?
Yeah, why not?
So you asked us at HWeird1. Weird. What female comic book characters should get their own movie/TV show?
Yeah, I choose Spider-Gwen or Silk because series right now are like some right now, at least female-wise, and I feel like that's what we're talking about. And I feel like we've had as much as I love Spider-Man, see a different take and a different, do Spider-Verse and see a Spider-Gwen or Spider-Verse TV show.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how that's gonna. I feel like that might be a little.
Main focus.
But I really like the idea of Silk because she's kind of like locked away from everything on purpose, and it'd be kind of cool to see how she views the MCU. You know what I mean? If they choose to go that route, if they do like a Netflix thing or something like that. But it'd be cool to see how she sees the world, especially if you haven't read her comic. It's actually very interesting. She's Silk. She has one. Oh well, Austin just won Most Wanted. Yeah. So, but all right. Well, let's see. That's a good pick. How do I do this?
Love the story arc.
Oh, Cal asked us, what female character has the best story arc?
Female has the best story arc.
Yes.
This is in pop culture all together?
Yeah, you could be video game, comic books, TV.
Best story arc. Let's circle around. Let's circle back to that one. What's the next question?
All right, no problem. Ashley, at that Mrs. Davis, asked, who is the best action heroine of TV or film?
Oh, you got to go Ripley from Alien.
Yes.
I mean, I would like to see her go toe to toe with Sarah Connor, but I think that Ripley might just. I mean, I think that would be a good, fight to the death, them two together. But you got to go Ripley.
That would be very brutal.
Yeah.
I can't think of a better word. I'd watch it.
Yeah, and I'm surprised no love for Sarah Connor tonight. Definitely an honorable mention because she is a kick-ass character. Definitely a worthy contender for that title. So shout out Sarah Connor.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if it's not Ripley, it would be Sarah Connor, hands down.
I almost said Sarah Connor, but I think she kind of, as much as she's trying to prepare her son for what's coming, I don't think she's there for her son before what's coming. It's weird. Like, I like her a lot, and I think she's a strong
That's not role
character.
model, that's action hero.
All right, touche. Maybe I'm judging too quickly. What female character do you think is the best role model?
Best role model. Oh, Leslie Knope from Parks and.
Nice.
Leslie Knope for president, right? I mean, if that show was anyway real, that's who we would be voting for. This, we wouldn't be voting for, Clinton or it doesn't matter. It's Clinton, Trump. It doesn't matter. You would be voting for Leslie Knope.
Especially Trump.
Yeah, no, she's a great character. I love her and I love that show.
No, she since the scene 1 of episode 1 of season 1 of Parks and Recreation, you can just tell how much she cares about the world, and just like she's talking, to the little kid in the park. I mean, every scene that she's in there, you can just tell that she cares 100%.
Yeah, and I think it also helps that she had one of the best last seasons of a show to really get a good payoff for her character, because she received the most deserving ending. You know what I mean? Like you said, she is hardworking. She loves everything about the political and government system, and here she is, like you said, for president. That's a great answer. Even April looks up to her, and she doesn't want to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it made a slacker, teenage girl get her life on track, and what more else can you ask for in that type of situation?
Yeah, she's infectiously uplifting of a person,
She's like a border collie if she was a dog. All right. Well, all right. Let's circle back to that second question. Which female lead has the best story arc?
Female lead. Man, that is so good. That's a tough question. Who asked this question?
It was Cal. It would be, right?
Way to go, Cal. Top notch. There's so many. I mean, that's a hard question because there's so many good story arcs out there. Man, I honestly just don't know if I can answer that.
Okay, well, how about what's your favorite? Is that a better?
My favorite. I'm getting home right now.
Welcome home.
I know, right? Let me call back here in 2 minutes, and maybe I can have my face on the screen, and I'll think of it on my way in.
All right.
All right, we'll call you back in a minute.
All right, see you.
All right. Well, while we're waiting for to give Austin a few minutes to get settled, thanks everybody for coming out. It's been a great episode. We're gonna probably do a closer now if you haven't guessed. But you should check out the next episode that we're gonna be putting out. It's Marvel Cinematic Universe themed. It should be up tomorrow, we hope. Fingers crossed. Really a lot of fun, and you can see me trying to get used to a new editing program. You can talk to us on Twitter or on Facebook at Oddshaped Panel. Like and subscribe the channel that you're currently watching this video on, whether it be this one or the other one. It's all good. And definitely make sure you check out the other great shows that the Tough channel has to offer. You got the DVD Bunker. You also got BFF. And you've got Fan Friction, where we literally have a fight club of people, a verbal fight club of people that, oh, wait, was I not supposed to say that?
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to tell people.
Well, it's been a great episode. Look out for polls. We might be putting up polls about the next thing, and we're probably not going to be doing a giveaway for a while because that was a good one. I'm not going to...
We are saving up a few items for
We'd rather do
giveaway,
big ones.
We have some awesome people who were saying that they might have some items to donate. So if they get back to us about donating items, we'll definitely put a nice giveaway together. But we want to keep them a little bigger and nicer so that it's more exciting. You can win like 6 items instead of just like an item. So
for sure. I'm going to try Austin again. Do you think it's time, or should I give him a little bit more?
You can send him the thing, and then he'll call you when he...
That's not true. So yeah, thanks everybody for coming and watching and spending your Labor Day or whatever day it is in your country. I don't know.
Austin's trying. So yeah, like we said, I'm gonna probably be putting up that poll either tonight or tomorrow morning for next week's subject matter. But the episode that's after that, which will be in 4 weeks, it's gonna probably be all Harry Potter. So.
And you said next week's subject matter is not next week. It is in 2 weeks, which I believe is the 19th. Let me double check that for everyone. Episode will be on the 19th, and we will announce what the topic is. Tuesday. It's not Tuesday.
It's for him.
Oh. Sam, stop messing with me. I work overnight, so I never know what day it is. So I was like, I'm supposed to be at work. If it's Tuesday. But it's not Tuesday here.
Oh, Raul was excited. Yeah, we're going to do all Harry Potter, so in hopes of having it edited around the time that Fantastic Beasts is going to be coming out. Because obviously we are very excited about that.
So think about questions for that, but we're not going to need them right away. So you have plenty of time. We'll probably get like a 30 suggestion from Cal, but it's because he likes to participate. And you got to respect that. So we're just waiting on Austin's computer to load up. It's Dell. No, I don't know what kind of computer it is. Man, I wish I had props. Where's Billy?
Billy's not here yet.
Billy, I miss your props when you use them. That is how you know I like your style.
We should have saved people's tweets. We could be reading people's favorite ladies in pop culture.
So, we like watching YouTube videos. Some of the YouTube videos we like to watch are The Last Harpy, who does a lot of Game of Thrones.
Are we just plugging YouTube?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just waiting for Austin. So I'm just
Okay,
gonna talk
plugging
about...
YouTubers. If you like Game of Thrones, you should check out The Last Harpy on YouTube. He posts videos every day.
He does, and he started 3 months ago, and the dude's going strong. Also, Alt Shift X, they put a lot of quality work out, but it's not as regular, but there's a reason for that.
Also, other people we just like is we like the Normal Boots guys.
Yeah, John Tron
and
and Peanut Butter Gamer.
also, our favorite are Ethan and Gila Klein over at H3 Productions. So shout out to all those people.
They're great.
We already sent it to you, Austin. So you should have that invite. Feel free to call in whenever. Tom's been singing all night, Raul. You missed out earlier.
Yeah, it's really. I'm just longing for Billy. It's all right though.
For Billy.
He's having tech difficulties.
OSP karaoke party.
That would be a fun idea for an episode. See, this is why we need to do like a Patreon, so we can do special events and then get good equipment.
We definitely are. If you look at our older episodes, we have a horror episode, and we also have an introduction to our first experience with comic books episode.
Yeah, that's episode 1, and it's a little rough because it is episode 1, but that's where our baby started. Little red baby. Welcome back, Austin. This is Austin's face, everybody.
My face. It's good to look at, but it's my face.
It's fine. I like it. It's good. All right. So, did you have time to think?
Yeah, let's just go straight comics like I always do. And we're going to go with Jessica Jones from Jessica Jones season 1. We'll just go, Netflix style. And her story arc that she had with the Purple Man. And I wish it would have dove in a little bit more in her history, like previous with Purple Man when she was with him more a little bit. But hey, maybe season 2 or I don't know. But I thought her story arc was very good, and the story arc that she had with her friend Trish Walker. And Trish, I was gonna pick her for another answer, with being like sort of like a role model, because she is a hero, I guess. I mean, she's what is it, Hellcat? Yeah. So So yeah, maybe her.
Yeah. Are you aware you took my answer for that question?
I did not. No, I didn't see. I hopped in earlier, but I wasn't able to hear anybody's answers.
It's the right answer, Austin.
Look at that.
Right. Not that all of your answers are wrong. Me and Austin did have the same answer.
The wait was worth it.
The most right. All right, Austin. Well, congratulations on winning the box. We're gonna send it out as soon as we get Buffy.
Sounds good.
So,
I'm glad I won. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, we were talking about how it's gone full circle, that you were the sponsor for our first giveaway back in the day.
Yeah.
And now look where it's gotten you.
Now you just get to see. Here's the little we fold your name. Boom.
Nice.
We'll throw that in the box too for extra.
Yeah.
Good luck.
And if you know anybody with a certain unboxing channel, that'd be fun.
Yeah, I'll let her know. I did. I was actually over at her house, and I didn't know that I won until after I left. So
nice.
I'll tell her.
All right, man. Well, thanks for stopping by. Thanks everybody for stopping by. It's been a good one. So we'll catch you on the next episode of Odd Shaped. Live, stop it. Stop it live. Oh, wait, I'm over here. Stop.